Prioritization is an issue for me. I have a list of 1,000 things I want to get done, and I often get overwhelmed or distracted focusing on the non-essentials, which of course slows progress on what really matters. So this week, I attempted to focus on the basics, on what I know are the most important things, but that I've been pretty bad at making time for. It is the end of another week, and I'm honestly fairly happy with how it's gone. I have struggled a lot with prioritization in my life, but this week I have actually made some progress. So I wanted to make a little montage and show you how that went. I'm feeling quite overwhelmed right now. I just have so many things that need to get done and that I want to get done, but I know I need to go for a run. My highest priorities really need to be mental and spiritual and physical health. I need that for my sanity. So, despite all the things on my to-do list, I went for a run. And the next day, I went for another run. By the middle of the week, I was actually getting up on time. On time to get up. I was praying more, and overall, I was just in a way better state of mind. Today marks quite a significant change in seasons. We just got some snow, but I don't want to let that hold me back, so I'm gonna go run in the snow, which is something I've never done before. The running has been really good, so I don't want to stop. If it's freezing out, I can still run. I'll just wear more layers. Apparently it's -9 outside and feels like -17. So today I'm gonna wear a lot of clothes while I run. It's really cold. As long as I keep moving, it's not actually too bad. So I'm gonna keep on going. When I started jogging in the summer, I didn't think I would still be jogging in the winter, honestly. So I'm proud that it's been several months and I'm still going. That was cold. Good. So yeah, this week was really good for me as far as routine and just taking care of my health, which I realize is not very exciting or doesn't seem like much to many people, but for me it was a win because it's something that I definitely struggle with. So often I just get really, really overwhelmed, and it feels like these basic things are just too time consuming or just too hard. I've often just felt like maybe I'm broken or there's something wrong with me where I just can't be disciplined enough and I just can't stick to anything. I haven't really explained yet why this week was different, why I was able to do better. And I think there are two main reasons. First, I got a very good suggestion about my sleep schedule. I have always tried to get up and do something super hard and productive first thing. Lately, I've been trying to get up at like 5:45 in the morning and just go out and run in the dark and the cold. It's very hard to motivate yourself to do that when you are lying in a warm, comfy bed. The suggestion that I heard was to wake up, put on your gym clothes, and don't work out first thing. Instead, do something productive yet pleasant. And that could be many things, but for me, it's meant doing some morning prayers and meditation in a very comfy little spot, all curled up and warm, where I don't have to think about going outside and running. But it could be a creative pursuit, or it could be reading. You're doing something that is good for you and that you enjoy. But then when you're done, you're already dressed to work out. So you can just start right away and it's so much easier. I don't know. For me, that has been really, really helpful. In addition to that, if you saw my last video, I've also been putting my phone on the opposite side of my room with a very motivational alarm. So that helps because it forces me out of bed if I want to turn my alarm off. The second reason why I think this week has been better is just that there has been this cumulative effect. With every good decision I made, the other decisions became easier. And particularly running in the cold when it was absolutely freezing out, set me up for a really good day because I just felt amazing. Because I'm like, what the heck? I just ran in horrible weather and I survived. And it just felt good to do something that was hard and uncomfortable. The more positive actions you take, the better you're going to feel and more motivation you are going to have. Even the fact that I have gotten up on time for like 5 days in a row, that in itself, for me, is incredibly motivating, because that's not something I've been able to do of my own volition for a very long time. So that gives me motivation that, hey, I actually can make some changes in my life, and there is hope for me to change and to get better. It just makes such a huge difference mentally when you have some wins behind you. And it all starts with taking the first right action, making the first good decision, focusing on having a sleep routine, getting exercise, eating well, taking care of your spiritual life. Like, these are all things we know we need to do. And yet, if you're like me, we really struggle to implement them. I know this week was kind of an exception for me. Usually I face a lot more negativity and resistance, but I'm hoping that this video can be a good reminder for me and possibly others that it is so important to focus on the basics, and it's worth taking time to focus on your mental and physical and spiritual health.